Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer, Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. To join Dee live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, call 206-402-0100 and enter PIN number 161329#. And don't forget, Dee can also be heard on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Transformation Talk Radio and on her YouTube channel, Dee Wallace Official. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, all you beautiful people. I just laugh every time Stephen does it. I love it. I'm coming to you from my own little studio in my home where they're riveting and banging, and so we're going to get through it the best we can. I have a lot to tell you today. First of all, our next webinar on the vagus nerve is coming up July 16th. I'm really excited about this. We're going to get a lot of new information, especially toward creating health and wellness. It's July 16th from 6 to 8 Pacific time. And the one thing that they wanted to share with you today is when you focus on health and wellness, that directs your vagus nerve. So if you focus on what's wrong and what you feel like you need to get fixed, that is a direction in the negative perspective for the vagus nerve. So, as we found out, whatever we focus on, we create more of. So, they're just reaffirming with this piece of information for you that focus on the positive, focus on the health and wellness, and that's how you direct your vagus nerve to create that for you. Okay, I had two people tell me this week that they just wanted to leave the planet because they can't deal with the political situation and what is happening with our country politically and morally because of what's happening politically. This, I asked the channel, what is the highest information to know about the political state of America? That's what they gave me as the highest question. I'm getting my very big yes. Please test with me, those of you that do. Number one, what you are witnessing is the death of authoritarianism. Now, it looks like the other opposite thing is happening. It's not. And they keep giving me the same scenario as the civil rights movement. All the things we had to go through to bring about peace, acceptance, and equality into our world. From people sitting at the back of the bus to, sure, now you can sit up here with us. It is a process, and it is a process that very few countries exercise as well as America. And we are the ones that create that. The second thing is that it is creating that and demanding that we accept our responsibility in the creation process. Again, what are we focused on? Are we focused and getting caught up in the drama and the inequality and blah, 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 all the negatives? Or do we consciously direct what we want every day and hold our focus through love on that? Again, whole different direction for the vagus nerve, for our energy, for the energy we create with. So, do your job. Take your responsibility and clearly direct the positive. And then they wanted us to direct this balance. So do it with me, please. I am the balance of and between the masculine and feminine energy in the creation of me and my life. We invoke the symbol formula, violet flame, golden light. We are divine love, and so it is. So let's just take a moment for all of us to get balanced before we hop in. We are directing our hearts to open front and back and merge with our whole brain. We are directing our chakras to be open, balanced, happy, and spinning in the right direction. We are directing our hara lines to be straight, strong, and through the ID point so we stay in our knowing. We are connected to the highest information, the highest knowledge, and the highest understanding. And so it is. Okay. Can I go to the calls? Yes, I can. Please have your questions ready. And we are going to start with, I believe this is Brian in New York. Hi, you're on.
Hello?
Hi, baby.
Oh, my goodness. I was the last to call in and first to be on. Okay. Okay. I'm ready for your Baptist preacher. Still directing my day at least 6 times a day now.
Okay, stop. Stop.
Okay.
Because my pendulum went right to no. It's true that you think you are, but that just means, Brian, there's something in your awareness that you need to be aware of. So we're going to a core belief. This page here. Wait a minute. You're not balanced.
Huh.
When I call this is what it is. This is important. This is a breakthrough. Everybody stop what you're doing. As soon, and I want you to hear these words, as soon as you were called on, you went out of balance. So, the key is to stay in balance when you're receiving all the creations that you have put into play. Right? It's almost as you're ready to receive them, you go out of balance. Well,
that makes sense. Yeah.
This is really big stuff, and I get it. So many of us, when we start getting what we want, all the old belief patterns pop in and want to take over, and our little child pulls us back because they're afraid of too much success. And that's what you need to put together. You know, I bravely receive all my successful creations. Whatever words you want to use, hooked up with an open heart and love. That is what's going to break things open for you, Brian.
Okay. Because I feel like I'm doing that, and if I'm not, I want to know how or why or what's missing.
You don't need to know how or why. I just told you what was, quote, missing.
Okay.
It's
do it.
you pulling back right before you receive what you've directed. So I go all the way. I receive everything I want with excitement and love. Focus on that, okay?
Okay.
All right, give it 2 weeks, and then I want to, please promise me, Brian, you will really do this every day.
Absolutely.
Okay, I want feedback, okay?
You got it, babe.
All right, love you, honey. Thank you. Wow, that was so interesting to me, and I so get it. We're going to Jennifer in Indianapolis. You're on.
Good morning, Dee.
Good morning, baby cakes.
Okay, so Brian, I think that just really hit home with me.
Yeah, me
that
too.
Really did hit. And so my question is, what core belief or limiting belief do I have that keeps me attracting people?
Okay, Jennifer, what do you want? What do you want?
I want respect.
Okay. When I say you respect yourself, it goes right to no.
Real.
So how's the universe going to match that?
Right. Okay.
Okay, well, it sounds like you got that one.
I got that one.
Okay. How can you respect yourself more?
Not give in to things that I don't feel are moral or right.
Okay, so how can you put that in the positive? Because in the creation process, we never want to use negative words.
Right.
So if I want to respect myself more, I love myself more, I focus on all my good qualities.
Okay.
Right? I know and embrace all the good that I do in the world. And that can be giving the neighbor kid a cookie.
Right.
You know, you don't have to change Congress to know that you're walking through your day and smiling at people. That's a great way to serve, Jennifer.
Okay.
You know, and you have wonderful energy to share with everybody, the channel is saying.
I do, and I find myself catching myself when I'm doing things that doesn't share that energy, but I don't know how to say this. I feel like I self-sabotage a bit with that. It's maybe
sweetheart, if you don't respect yourself, you will have to self-sabotage yourself.
Okay.
Because that's a matchup of energy. You got it, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Go get him, babe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, my God. I'm loving this show already. You guys rock. Katie in New York, you're on.
Hi, Dee. Happy Sunday.
Thanks, baby cake.
I have a question about getting in touch with my feelings. I'm trying to make a decision. And
well, quit trying to make a decision and make it.
Okay. But I feel like I don't know how I feel. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Yes, because you're in your head. Drop down into your heart.
Okay.
And ask your heart, are you in your love place?
I guess.
Okay, come on, Katie. You know what your love place is.
I
Anything that
know.
makes you smile and opens your heart. So what do you use as your love place?
My nephew.
Okay, well, right there, that's a great example
Hmm.
of how you're defeating yourself. You're taking
Oh.
yourself out of your knowing. You see, you knew all the time what your love place is and what to use, and yet when I asked you, are you in your love? Well, I guess.
You know what? Because I've been staying in New York for a couple of weeks, and since I'm with my nephew, like when I'm further away from him, it's just easier for me to get in touch with that.
Why?
And I guess I miss him. You know what I mean? I guess I miss him.
Well, that's not the same thing.
Right.
So,
but I don't know. I just
hold
haven't
on. They're
been
going
doing
to a core belief here. This page
Okay.
here, 1 through 5. I don't think I have enough energy to do this, but there's changing the word energy to love. I don't think I have enough love to do this. I don't have enough love to stay in my love place. I don't have enough love to love myself and give me what I want. I don't have enough love for the world to bring it in and create with it. Okay? Guys, you're God. And God is love. You're all love. Whether your belief systems support you practicing with your love is a whole different thing. But you are literally love. So, Katie, they're just embracing you
Okay.
and loving you. And I want you all to start asking from the positive, how can I? We're overdone with gone the period in our healing which says, why can't I? We're done with it. Do you understand? They had to teach us to recognize what we didn't want. They had to teach us the negative core beliefs so that we got to this time and place in the work where we go, I know, and I am the way, the truth, the light, and the life. I am it. What do I want to create and how can I? That's all I want you to focus on, Katie. Okay?
Okay. What do I want to create? Because I want to get clarity. That's what I want. I want to have clarity on what I want.
Oh, okay. But as long as you're trying to get clarity, you're not clear.
Oh, so say I have clarity.
Yes, I am clarity.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
clear
I am
about
clear.
everything I want. And it feels
Okay.
like love, baby. Okay?
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you.
That was worth it. Thank you, Katie. Yes, indeedy. We're going to Brian in Wisconsin.
Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Good morning. How
Thank
are you, baby
for
cakes?
taking- I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm writing a lot down for this morning show already. There's a lot coming in.
Yeah, there is. We're on a fast track, guys. We're on a fast track. The more we do the work that we know right now, the more we create the lives we want, the country we want, and the world we want. Now's the time they've been training us for. So what's your question, Bri?
So my question this morning is in regards to when anger or rage comes up in me. And
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure if it's it's like setting boundaries and saying, no, this stops here. You can't run over me anymore. I'm done. This is, I've let this go on too long.
So what the channel is saying is what it's really about is the belief someone or something has to take my power away. I'm dealing with the same thing within a family situation right now. And that's exactly how it felt, Brian, is I'm being dishonored, disrespected, yada, 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 yada. And the more I got all up in the injustice, the less powerful I became.
Okay.
So what is it that you want? I am respected and honored in this world and treated justly because that's how I feel about who I am. That is who I am. I am the God of Brian, who is respected and honored in this world.
Yes.
Okay, so guys, remember, the energy's job is to match our belief systems and give back to us our belief systems. Brian is the second caller today who's brought up self-respect. So if we don't respect ourselves, the other energy cannot match that. You got it, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay. So get up every day and go, today I love and honor and respect myself. How can I do more of that? That's my direction for the day. All righty. Thank you. Wow. We are just bringing in right and left. Lee in Hawaii, you're on.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Good, beautiful day to you. How's it? Okay.
Yeah, it's
so
gorgeous
I just wanted
out
to bring
here right
some
now.
of this absolutely. How's your construction going?
Slowly.
Oh, well, that's normal, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. What's your question, baby?
Okay, well, I had two of them, and then during the call, I wrote a third one because the two were too highfalutin. So I'm going to borrow from Iris's playbook. What do I need to get into alignment to be wholly successful in all my creations?
Okay, Lee, not the right question, because everything that you need to do is in place.
Okay. Then
so
I'm going
the
to go back and ask
question
the
is,
first two.
hold on. So the question is, how can I bring all of my creations into successful results? Results is the highest word, yes. Sheets, book. Give me a song, please. Any song that pops in.
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
Okay.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
Yeah. Okay. So can you see your creations more in that light instead of the highest word they're giving me is frustration?
Yes.
It's so much, again, guys, about the energy we create with. That's why they tell all of you, go to your love place first. Because we are taught to do work around things we have to fix. And you see that just from the calls from this morning. How can I fix this? What do I need to fix me? What do I need to do to fix things so I get what I want? Don't look at fixing, look at creating. How can I create this? I know I want this. I'm creating this. How can I? When I say there's anything else you need to know, Lee, it goes to no.
Yes. Yes.
So does that resonate with you?
It totally does, and actually it helps me answer the two first questions that I had written at the beginning of the show, which is the negative and the positive might be in front of me. It's up to me to choose. And
Always.
I can choose the positive, even though I'm so familiar with the negative.
That's especially when you have to choose the positive.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
See how much they're fine-tuning what they've taught us today?
Yes.
It's getting very fine, and it's simple, guys. It's so simple. But you got to do it. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Lee. What do I want? What's the positive of what I want to create? Let me go to my love place. Let me direct the creation of that from my love place now. I'm ready. I love myself enough to give me this. It's simple, but you got to do it. Vicki in Florida, you're on.
Hey, Dee. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Okay, good. I have a creepy thing I want to ask about. It happened to me.
Okay.
It happened. You're right. It happened the night of 4th of July, Friday night. I got to bed late, and I woke up hearing these sounds, and there wasn't any wind or anything outside. And I kept thinking, what are these sounds I've not heard? Is it my pipes in the house? Is there a critter under the house?
Okay, what's your question?
My question is, I ended up calling the sheriff because I got out the pendulum and I felt like I was too tired to really do it right, and I said, I'll do it in the morning. Then, here's what my question is. I heard a distinct knock on the window, and that's where I got creeped out. So
I don't blame
called
you.
The sheriff. Yeah. And I called the sheriff, and of course I live out in the country, and they said, do you have any guns? And I said, no, I just have bear spray. That's why I don't have any guns. Anyway, they came up, they had these big searchlights, they went around the house, and they found nothing. And then when I went to lay back down, and by this time it's like 4:30 in the morning, and when I went to lay back down, I got this idea. I thought, maybe these are loved ones trying to get in touch with me.
Yeah,
and
the very first thing I heard, Vicki, was it's not a sound.
Oh.
From the first time you said I kept hearing all these sounds, and the channel kept saying they weren't sounds.
Wow.
So.
And I just got frozen. I'm frozen with chill bumps. Okay.
So you are on the right track. It was energy. And it was energy.
Was it my brother? Was it my brother?
Let me finish.
Okay. Sorry.
It was energy reaching out to you with and through love. Now, I want us all to pause for a minute and see how we are trained to react to something when we're not clear what's going on. We react with fear.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it your brother? Is that the right question? That's the right question, and I get a yes. And now we're going to a core belief. This is what he wants to, this page, here, 22, 23. When I am loved, I am depressed. They're changing depressed to scared or fearful. When I am loved, I am scared or fearful. Does that ring true to you in any way?
I have to think about it, but, there's parts of it that probably do.
Well, it's from your dad when you were young. Somehow, love created fear or not knowing or, well, fear is the highest word.
Okay.
Does anything come up with your dad?
Only when we were little. My dad, he became
yeah,
a very
that's
calm
where we're
person.
going when you're little and your brain is
right.
formed.
When I was little, he had a temper. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that said to you, in the broader sense of the word, energy is scary.
Mhm. Yeah.
And if I don't know what's going to happen, it's really scary. That was my childhood. I never, ever knew when the other shoe was going to drop, right? With my dad.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was your brother's name? Why are they giving me Bob or Bobby?
It's Byron.
Byron.
Yeah.
Maybe that's for me then. Oh, that's for me. Bob was my father.
Oh, wow. That's
okay, so this is opening up a whole... Everybody listen. Oh, boy. This is like a webinar, this show. Good God. That during this ascension process, those are the highest words, yes, we will all begin being connected and being communicated to through other energy. Even animals, they're saying. So, again, this ascension process that we're in, it's kind of like growing pains, when you're little, if you had a great growth spurt, sometimes your muscles would ache and your body grew too fast and said, what the hell's going on here? That's kind of what the energy is opening into with our ascension.
Wow.
So, and they're showing me the time with when we were down with my niece and all the core beliefs came in at 3 a.m., 3 nights in a row, and I didn't know what was going on. But I just sat up and said, okay, what do you want? What am I supposed to hear from you? And that opened up floodgates. I mean, you don't think I came up with these core beliefs by myself,
no, I know
do you?
That's so interesting. I know. You had mentioned that before. Yeah, that they all came in that late in the morning. Yeah.
So,
well, I got a sense that whoever it was,
it's your brother.
Me, okay, so my brother was saying, "Get with it." That's the sense I got. Like not get with it. Yeah.
When you're loved, be happy, and be happy and go love as much as we can. Take love out into the world, and in order to do that, you must create it within you and love yourself. Okay?
Well, that's everything. Okay.
Yep. But we're done. Thank you, Vicki. Wow. That was, I've got to explore that information now. Nancy in PA, you're on, baby cakes.
Hi, Dee, my little sweetness. Hi.
Hi, sweet thing.
It was so nice seeing you last week. So nice.
Yeah,
Only for a couple minutes.
Gotten there a little sooner, Nancy, but we got in a good hug, didn't we?
Yeah. My question is actually to you now that you said about your family. What do you want from your family that you're not getting?
Love, respect, and acceptance.
Well, can I say the same thing then? Do you respect yourself?
Well, let's test it. Do I respect myself? I get a yes. Do I love myself? I get a yes. Hold on. Now they want me to go to a core belief. This page here, 22, 24. Hold on. When I am connected to the I am not safe. That is what I and all of us, we're going to claim right now. We are directing ourselves as the gods of us that we are, that when we are connected to the I am totally safe in this world. And that goes back, I'm sorry, I'm in the channel, I can't remember who brought it up, that you were safe. Okay, this is what, we're safe when we're loved, we're safe when we're respected, we're safe when we create everything we want and receive it in this world. We are safe to be the creators we are. There's eons and eons and eons of belief systems that have made us believe the opposite, that we're not safe in our own creation. Like a war will break out, like a plague will break out, like our families will not love us because we're too powerful. All that stuff that's gone down before that we in this community are being called to redirect. Wow, thanks for bringing that one in, Nancy.
Well, can you envision what answer are you looking for that your family's not giving you?
Oh yeah, I'm on it. I'm.
But then why would they say no to you? Why would they?
But that's not the question, Nancy. The question is for me to take it to me.
Right.
And when I shift, all energy around me must shift. That's brain science.
Right.
So we must redirect ourselves, love ourselves, respect ourselves, listen to ourselves, and then other energy can respond in the positive ways that we want.
Then
so we're going to balance all that.
What do you have to redirect to get the answer you want?
Sweetheart. See, this is what you're all doing. You keep asking, well, what do I have to do? Well, what do I have to do? Instead of going, I'm there. I know exactly what I have to do. I have to live in love. I have to know what I want. I have to direct the energy of the universe to create it with me. That's it. Quit asking why I can't. You will never get the answer to how you can. All right, I'm moving on, Nancy, but thank you. That brought in a lot of clarity for what we've been talking about all day. Debbie in Pennsylvania, you're on.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, baby.
The show has been, whew, oh my goodness. I am following up from last week. I spoke to you about the pain in my back and my hips
And you asked me if I was getting treatment. Yes, I was getting chiropractic treatment along with acupuncture. And I told you that I was told that it may get worse before it gets better. And you said, absolutely not. That is not the case. And I do feel better. I took notes because there's things that have come up in the chat.
What's your question, Debbie? What's your question, baby?
I wanted to follow up with you and just let you know, because you had asked me to do so, that it is a bit better. But one of the things from the show today was that you were saying with the Ascension growth spurt, when you're younger, sometimes you have pain. Is my hip pain related to Ascension? Because I know you told me that
part of it.
Okay.
Part of it. Most of your pain is related to your resistance to the Ascension.
Yeah. Oof, okay.
Which goes back to when I am connected to the I am not safe.
Right.
So the more you embrace your Ascension, the more you embrace the God of you that you are, the more the pain goes away.
Okay.
Are you doing the vagus nerve webinar?
Yes, and I actually work with vagus nerve stuff currently. So, yes, I wrote it down and went to put it in my phone.
Okay, because,
so
this is the channel's suggestion, but I want to give you something.
And I am receiving it.
Now, see, remember that they said the focus on health and wellness. Right now, you're focused on how to get rid of the pain or fix your back.
Right.
It's a psychological tweak, but it makes a lot of difference. Focus on, see yourself doing things easily when your back feels great.
Okay.
Playing tennis, whatever you do. Oh, okay. Today my back feels great. Today my back is in alignment and celebrating, that's the highest, that's interesting, and celebrating the God of me that I am.
Okay. Okay. And there was one question that I had also written down. And I actually started with how do I hold it more consistently? Because I feel like that is definitely, is
you
that
guys
part of the
know the answer to that. You go to love.
Go to my love place. Yes, go to my love place.
When you are in the frequency of love, guys, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Because
so really all I need to do is wake up and claim every day I am love.
Well, it's more than a claim. It's a direction of energy.
Right.
It's a statement of who you are.
Yeah.
I am love. My back is love. Feeling great is love. Being powerful is love. I am the powerful God of me that is love in every part of my body and my life and my creation.
Okay.
Okay?
And then real quick, we have a van that we've been trying to sell for a couple of years now.
Yeah, the first thing that came in is your husband doesn't really want to let go of it. Is that
what
true?
Can I do about that? Probably.
Well, first of all, I would bring it up for discussion. Let's just look if every part of us really wants to sell this van.
But why hold on to it? We don't need it. Yeah, but what's the...
Do you need it? No. Does he want to hold on to it? Yes. Guys, I can't tell you what I went through before they demoed my beautiful, incredible master bath that I had helped design, and it was all panels of wood. It was gorgeous. And I loved that bathroom. But I loved this project and completing it more. And that's what he's got to get to, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. The memories he can always keep. He'll always have them. He doesn't need the car for the memories, Debbie.
But they weren't good memories. Oh, for me anyway. They bring
were
up like just yucky.
To him.
Ugh.
They were.
Okay.
I don't know. Did you do it for the first time in the back of the van? I don't know what it is that he's holding on to, Debbie, and you don't have to understand. You just have to understand this is his process and honor it. And both of you sit down and go, okay, let's see, is there any part of us, don't make it about him, us, that really wants to hold on to this van? Because it doesn't make any sense that we can't sell it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Oh, my gosh, guys. I was trying to get through everybody. I almost did, but didn't quite make it. Okay, what a show. I feel like we just finished a webinar, for goodness sake. All right, let's claim it loud and proud, guys. I love me. I love me. And I love me even more, because I know that's what it's all about.
Thank you for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at imdwallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. And remember, you can hear Dee every week on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Transformation Talk Radio and on her YouTube channel, Dee Wallace Official. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.